crazy.
And then you're saying I'm crazy?
You're crazy.
Like, I've never met
Stop
you.
it.
I don't care to talk to you. I don't care to.
No, of course I'm gonna.
Like, I don't want to care anyway. I don't care.
At this point, I'm like, I am not gonna let this go.
No, I didn't come back here for you. I did not even know you at all. I came back for the girls that I know, not you.
Yeah, I didn't say you came back for me. I'm saying this is what you came back for. You were actually very annoying. Don't try me.
Keep it moving.
Give some men.
Give some tea. No Johnny Bravo, no bra, huge mouth talking girl to keep me quiet. That's not gonna happen.
Well, at this point here, I think Minnie should categorically tell us the real reason why she is not happy with Londie's presence on the show, because I don't seem to get it anymore. It's either she wants to be the only friend of the show or she's just moving mad. Yes, exactly, because Precious came in, she bullied Precious out of the show. Now Londie is here, she's saying she's the new girl. Who would tell her that London was here before her? She's not new to this franchise. And she shouldn't think that Londie would back out just like Precious, and Londie has a tough skin. Yet, and not Minnie going all about Londie trying to use her to shine and all of that. I mean, what's that? Anyways, let's get right into everything that happened on this episode. But before we do that, hello, you're welcome to Trends View. So if this is your first time of coming across this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my updates. And to all my returning subscribers, you know the drill. I love you, keep watching. So besties, you're on to episode 10 of the Real Housewives of Durban season 5, and this episode starts off with us getting to see Lo's new apartment alongside Londie and Fafa'S because they were invited. And next, Nonku invited Minnie to her home. They were discussing. Minnie is proving to Nonku that she was right about Precious. I mean, why would she still bring up Precious' name on episode 10, something we thought we've ended, we've closed, a chapter we thought we've closed? She's still bringing it up. Asking where Precious is it for you to continue the bully and all of that? I mean, we didn't even get to see Precious for who she really is because of your bully attitude, and there you are not liking when people are bullied, whereas you are a bully yourself. Anyways, she said Londie is a bully too because when she was talking to her at Angel's event at Max, she was looking straight into her eyes, and I'm like, yo, Minnie, it's either you're being delusional at this point, because how can you equate someone looking straight into your eyes and talking to you as bully? I mean, at this point I think that Minnie is intimidated by Londie's confidence and Londie's courage, because what's that she's a bully because she was looking straight into your eyes when she was talking. I mean, who are you for people not to look straight into your eyes and talk to you? I don't understand. Anyways, Nonku tried explaining to her that the thing that happened in Jamaica, that she sent a voice chat to Jojo, and Minnie just interrupted and said Jojo that didn't have her back at Angel's event. And I'm like, what? As in, is Minnie trying to plant a seed of discord at this moment? So apparently it seemed like Jojo asked Nonku to apologize in front of the ladies, and it didn't sit well with Minnie because she said Jojo could have told Nonku that in private. Anyways, on the other hand, at Lo's house, Londie, Fafa, and Lo didn't dwell so much on the things that happened, just Londie asking about the comments that Minnie made, and Lo answered that Minnie had asked her why she had invited her to the event. So now, next Jojo and Londie go on this art date. Londie says to Jojo that she's boring now to her, that she used to have a voice of her own, and that at this point she's more like a puppet other than a friend to Nonku. And Jojo doesn't agree to that, saying that she just doesn't want to get involved in what doesn't concern her, more like trying to choose her own battles and not her not having a voice and all of that. But we get the point where Londie is coming from, because it seems as though that anything that Jojo wants to do, she kind of reports to Nonku. So yeah. And about the thing said in Jamaica, Jojo tilted to believing Nonku's side of the story because she's a friend and has no reason to lie to her, whereas Londie thinks that she could have heard from her before picking a side to believe. Anyways, they both laid that to rest and decided not to, talk about it anymore. Next, Ayanda and her twin and her two other sisters, including her mother, have this sit together and all agreed to go for therapy together and heal, in reference to the situationship they had faced with their father. And Ayanda also wants to get some closure by having a meeting with her dad, having to speak with him. And I just think that would also go a long way in her healing process. If the dad is available, I mean, she should talk to him and hear his own side of the story. Anyways, moving on, Nonku goes over to Jojo's house. Jojo trying to teach Nonku content creation and all of that. And in their moment of discussion, Nonku told Jojo about her meeting with Minnie and told her that she thinks Minnie is being influenced by the other ladies, because Minnie said that she, Jojo, threw her under the bus. There's one thing that Jojo and Nonku has in common, and that is that they like Minnie. But at this point, Nonku is starting to see that, that Minnie is actually being influenced by other ladies, because they both think that the ladies are looking for means to cause a rift between them, because on one hand they are calling Jojo Nonku's backup singer, and on the other hand they are saying she's not backing her up. Nonku tells Jojo that Londie will soften up to her, and Jojo actually brought up the art date that she had with Londie and everything that they discussed, including saying that Londie actually said that she likes Nonku. Now, it was Fafa'S event. She was celebrating her 30th birthday, and at this point, I wish Fafa long life, prosperity, happiness, and all that she desires. I know it's not today, but yes. So everybody came in looking glamorous. The ladies were in red, and the men were in their suits, all fine. The venue was so nice. Yes, so Londie complimented Minnie, but she got snubbed. Sorisha did the same and received a thank you. Then Lo had to ask her why she responded to Sorisha but not Londie. She gave off this fake appreciation to Londie. I mean, you could tell it was fake. Minnie proceeds to asking Londie if she's going to be around or stick around, in the group, and Londie affirmed she will. Minnie said that the last time they had a chat, she had said that she didn't even want to be there in the group. Londie was like, had a chat with who? She said with everybody on the table. Then Londie said, well, that she changed her mind and asked if she should report to anyone regarding that. Anyway, Sorisha said to Londie that she should stick around and no one gets to decide who is in and out of the group. Fafa proceeds to declaring that she invited Londie and she's not a plus one. Minnie didn't just like that. I mean, you could tell from her expression that she was pissed, she was unhappy about it. And Minnie goes on to say to Sorisha that they all agreed, even Sorisha agreed that Londie is an instigator to the group and the drama that had happened was because of her presence. And Sorisha vehemently denied agreeing to that. And from what we watched in the previous episode, Sorisha never did. If there's one thing that we know, she said that she would have Londie's back. Londie said she should speak for herself, and then Minnie was like, she wasn't talking to you, I wasn't talking to you. And Londie said, but you are talking about me, and it just went on and on. I mean, I don't understand Minnie wanting to instill in the hearts of these ladies for them to see Londie as someone who is not part of the group. I mean, who is Minnie again? A friend of the show, not even a housewife, and you're causing so much drama. You're just acting like the leader of the group that gets to decide who's gonna come in and who's not going to come in, who's going to stay, and all of that. Yo, that's much. Now, before we knew it, the MC had announced that there was a surprise, so they were to move to this surprise area. And then before we knew it, the drama went from a 0 to 100. And not Minnie saying Londie wasn't raised well. Just keep quiet. Who do you think you are? Don't try to be famous at my expense. Yo, Londie London trying to be famous at your expense. Girl, before you joined the show, Londie has been on the show. So what are you trying to say? You want a moment? Go back to where you're coming from. Is this what you came back for? Ha! Hey, it was crazy. It was. Then Londie says that she's the moment. She didn't come back for her. She came back for the ladies that she knows. She doesn't know her. And Minnie's side, she's saying, don't try me. She thinks she's better than us. She's reciprocating her energy. She's so annoying. Please, who would tell Minnie? Who would tell Minnie that she's just being a delusional? If she doesn't have any drama to give us, she should just rest. At this point, I'm actually thinking that she actually wants to be the only friend of the show. Maybe with all these things that she's doing, they might actually consider her to be part of the Real Housewives. I'm like, yo, she should just relax. Then they moved into the hall where they were having their before they moved into the hall where they were having their reception, there's this beautiful scenario that Tabo and Fafa had to renew their vow and all of that. Tabo asking Fafa to accept to continue to being Mrs. C and all of that. And during Jojo's confessional, she was a bit confused about what was going on. And I'm like, in the beginning of this season, you and Calvin had your vow renewal. Nobody asked, oh, I thought you were married before, so why are you doing this? And this is just another type of that kind of event, vow renewal, only that it happened when Fafa was celebrating her 30th birthday. So what are you actually confused about? Anyways, they moved into the hall where they were having the reception. It was a beautiful event. The decor was fantastic. Fafa's children wished her well. The ladies were seated and Minnie walks over to Jojo to discuss what she had told Nonku about Jojo. According to her, she said it in a place of love, and Jojo disagreed to that and said that she wanting Nonku to make peace with Fafa doesn't equate to throwing her under the bus. She has been in situations where she got involved in a fight that didn't involve her, and Nonku makes peace with a person and then she's left on the side. That at this point, what she knows best is to try to make peace for her, because it's a good thing for her. And she outrightly told Minnie to stop meddling in their friendship, and she said she was going to say that to every other person, when everybody was gathered around. Now, on the other hand, Londie is apologizing to Fafa for almost ruining her event with that altercation she had with Minnie. The ladies were asking from where to where. People were just confused. What is really the bone of contention between Minnie and Londie? And then Minnie goes on to say that she thinks that the real issue is that Londie struggles to handle the fire that she gives. At that point, I was confused. I was trying to wrap my head around what she meant by that, because from the get-go, you've been the one being all dramatic about Londie's presence. To my very own understanding, Londie has not instigated anything since her appearance on this season. So what is really Minnie's issue? Anyways, then Jojo said to Minnie that she did come for Londie sideways by making her feel like she doesn't belong, whereas she does belong to the group. And Londie said, well, on the note of leaving and staying, because she's been asked whether she's leaving, whether she's staying, that she's going nowhere. And then she invited the ladies to a pool party with theme high-end designer swimwear, that they should only wear Gucci, all these top designer wears, high end, that they shouldn't wear what, oh, my mama made it for me, and all of that. She just demonstrated that to the ladies. And at the table, like, I was looking for Sorisha and she was not there. So my mind, I said, okay, maybe she left early, maybe she has something to do, or something like that. Now next we see Sorisha invited Londie and Nonku for what she called a Gucci capsule. Now this is a situation where Gucci sends their designs to the home of a person before like taking them to the store. And I'm like, yo, Sorisha, such amount of wealth that Gucci sends in their products. You have to shop in the comfort of your home before these designs are being sent to the shop. Anyways, so that's it. And while they were done, Sorisha brought up the issue that they both have, that is Londie and Nonku, and try to see the ways that they could end things and continue in light and love. But they both concord that they didn't want to talk about it, and they proceeded to gisting Nonku what happened at Fafa'S event between Minnie and Londie. So now, according to what Londie said, it happened that while they were walking up to that place of the surprise area, Londie told Minnie that she doesn't appreciate her always coming at her for no reason. It's like getting disrespectful, and she's getting to the level where she feels disrespected, and she doesn't like that she's trying to instill everything in everyone that she doesn't belong in the group, that it's not fair and all of that. And I don't see anything wrong with what Londie said, but Nonku said that she was going to wait to hear Minnie's side of the story. And yes, I think it's good that we hear that side of the story, but judging from what Londie said, there's absolutely nothing wrong with what she said. I mean, this statement couldn't have made that fight to go from a 0 to a 100, and all of that. So after that, we see Jojo and Bube having a conversation while Bube was driving. Apparently, Jojo isn't happy about the backup singer comment that Sorisha made, and how she and Sorisha can't have a solid friendship. She said the issue she has with the lady started from their trip to Joburg, and all of that. So I just hope that they sort it out, because in the snippet of what we are to see on the next episode, Jojo addressed that, and I just want to see the conclusion of that. So we're going to see that in the next episode. Now it's London's pool party. Nonku, they all gathered together. The ladies were wearing their bikini and Nonku asked Londie if she has joined the group permanently, and Londie said yes. And you could tell from Minnie's face that she wasn't just happy. Like, yo, so much of envy going on there. Yes, it's that envy or jealousy. Envy sprinkled with jealousy. Then she questioned them about Londie questioned the ladies about sticking to the team, because according to her, the team was high-end designer swim wears, but then they did not stick to it, because some ladies, someone like Ayanda and Ndlela, they were wearing their own designs and all of that. So according to Soreisha, she felt it was a classist behavior for Londie to be questioning the ladies about not wearing that designer wears, and letting those who had a designer accessory go by, letting them slide because maybe they had one or two designer accessories, but those that didn't have any, you're questioning them and judging them. So Sorisha felt it was a classist behavior, and Jojo said that high-end designer swimwear isn't a theme. That theme is all about color and all of that. But guys, let's all say something here. That is her theme. She wants you to wear Gucci. She wants you to wear Roberto Cavalli. She wants you to wear designers to her pool party. So stick to it. I've seen people say, even though I know that not everybody can afford to, spend a fortune like that on swimwears, and I understand, but that is her theme. I'm not trying to say that she, picking and judging people based off on what they wear was good. I mean, she could have just made that on a general note and not start, pointing out what people were, because it made it look like, oh, she's actually a mean girl, just like Minnie said. But it is what it is. It was her theme. Just like when Lo said she wanted a what do you call it, for people to dress as royalty, and all of that, her royal ascot thingy. So this one Londie wants people to wear designers, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's just that I didn't like the fact that she was now pointing it out to the ladies. And I've seen people say, oh, Real Housewives is supposed to give luxury, but guys, remember, it's Real Housewives, not real rich housewives. Like, all fingers are not equal, so it's actually understandable. And because Ndlela and Ayanda wore their own designs, and Londie kind of picked on them about what they were wearing. Almost all the ladies were not wearing designers, yes, but some of them had designers accessories. So Londie was letting that slide, which is not fair. If you're not wearing designer swimwear, you're not wearing designer swimwear. Even if you have glasses glasses from Gucci, it still didn't mean that you wore a designer swimwear. So I don't understand why you're just picking out Ayanda and Ndlela. But anyways, this got them irritated and they left event. And Londie's got banned making such slight comments, that was so weird though. It was so weird. So guys, this is where I'm going to stop talking. Share your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think is the real issue between Minnie and Londie? Because at this point now, I just feel like Minnie just wants to be the only friend of the group. She pursued Precious. Now she wants to pursue Londie. So she'll be the only one there. But I don't know. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. And until my next video, bye.